Hey guys, today for this video, today I'm going to show you, a new modification that I've made to my Lego Hogwarts Express to allow it to couple onto passenger cars, from the front as well, so that way you can pull passenger cars backwards as well. You know, like they do have, like typical tank locomotives would. So, I'm going to show you how I did the modification. So, first of all, let's get this uncoupled here. Now I've actually coupled these things up with these pieces here, and those as well. So that's how they get coupled up. This is just the side that it goes into, and this thing is the lock, which keeps it in place. So alright, so here you can see that either here for this, either on this piece here, that there's actually some bolt. There's actually some hole here actually attached to this piece. So this is so I'm gonna disassemble this coupling here. So that you guys can understand how I actually built this coupling if you want to try to do this modification. So the bottom piece here, so this is the bottom piece here. It's got, so it's got a 2x3 and then two 2x2s underneath, and that's gonna, so basically you're just gonna, that's gonna go in like that, and you can also put a 2x4 on here as well, to help secure it in place. Then there's one of these black pieces, if the half semicircle at the end, with a hole, for the couplers to slide into. I just put them in like that, and then a flat, and then a tile 2x4 to secure that in there, and then just so there's that. However, while testing this, the engine, however, sat too high, too low above the chassis, and so when this thing would go around through curves, the buff, I'll explain here. So let's get this thing back on the track here. It's a little difficult to try to do this with that camera stand, but in its original position, after this modification, whenever I would take this thing around curves, the frame was always too not high enough above the chassis, so it would knock the buffers off. So to make that modification here, what I did was, I'm just gonna remove the chassis, the engine from the chassis. Okay, let's just disconnect the tender first. Okay, I can get it off properly, which is a little difficult with this model. Okay, there's that. Alright, so on top of here I actually inserted these heat pieces here to keep it a little raised above the chassis, and I also inserted this 2x6 here, to sit on top of the off of this part here, so that way it would keep it secure down. And to the back of the on the back of the locomotive. You can see here is this thing actually used to be 1 stud higher, but what I did was I basically took this part off. Okay, let's just go and take this off here. So originally this red 2x2 used to actually sit on top of this thing, but then I moved it underneath this thing. Now we get further down, you can see that I actually put some pieces under, that I put another layer, you know, underneath here. Here, so that way it would go even properly. So let's just put, okay, so there's that. You'll need to make these modifications too if you're gonna try to make this modification. And then all I had to do now is just set that back on the chassis. And then with this chassis modification, now the buffers are sitting high enough to the point where, you know, they won't get knocked off, you know, while this thing makes curves. But I also modified the front of the locomotive as well. So there's this thing on the thing that actually slides up, you know, but you know, to secure the bogie in place, you know. But since I found no more use for that, what I did was I just simply took this out and then just replaced it with, and then I just took this out and just replaced it with this. So, alright, so here's the buffer. As the final modification to this thing was the buffer beam. So I basically took the sliding, you know, feature out of there and just replaced it with a sloped black 2x2 in the one of the buffer beam pieces, and just popped it right in there. Here, and just gotta put that back. Let's put that back on, and that back on, and boom. And then assuming you do this properly, your Hogwarts Express, your Olton Hall can negotiate curves without knocking its buffers off, but can also now pull coaches backwards. Let's just get this hooked in there. So look at that. Gotta put the lock in. Alright, this is down as I put in the lock. Oh, and that's one more thing. Don't forget to secure the lock. Oh, and also put this part underneath, you know, so that way it won't be hitting the buffers or anything. So guys, there you have it, guys. You have modified your Hogwarts Express. So that way it now has a front and back coupler. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely press that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified every time a new video like this is put up. And I will see you guys in the next time. Bye. And I also had to use this as the camera stand. I'll put this back. I gotta put this back on the track. Anyway, where is? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See you later.